Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Battle Through the Heavens 2. Rebirth of Emperor Yang Part 41 based on novel. So let's start. Qinjue Ancient Tomb. Luo Jin's words fell, and Xiao Yan was surprised. Unexpectedly, Luo Jin came to him today to tell him about Qinjue Ancient Tomb. Is it difficult? There is no special connection between Ju Bu and Qinjue Ancient Tomb this day. Seeing the doubt between Xiao Yan's eyebrows, Luo Jin smiled, sat upright, put down the wine cup in his hand, and said with a smile, "Yes, it's the ancient tomb on this day." Hearing these 4 words again, the mood in Xiao Yan's heart churned again. If you want to open Qinjue Ancient Tomb, it seems that you need Master Qinjue's 3 sets of fighting skills to display together. If you just rely on Qinjue steps, I'm afraid you can't do it. Yes, I also know this, but in addition to this, there are some places that also need 3 skills on this day. Hearing Luo Jin's words, Xiao Yan was surprised again. The people of the Liu family didn't mention anything to him. Seeing the expression on Xiao Yan's face, Luo Jin smiled again, swallowed the wine in the cup into his stomach, filled Xiao Yang with wine, and said with a smile, "Brother Yang Xiao, please." Xiao Yang was not in a hurry. He knew that Luo Jin would answer for him. He lifted his glass and drank it in one gulp. "Ha ha, Brother Yang Xiao is really good at drinking." When the laughter fell, Luo Jin sighed and said, "Although most people know about the Qinjue Ancient Tomb, they still know nothing about the inside of the Qinjue Ancient Tomb, and the news I know now is only discovered a year ago." Xiao Yang raised his eyebrows lightly. Qinjue Ancient Tomb has existed for hundreds of years. The forces in the western regions must have been exploring it continuously, but that's it. They only found out something a year ago. The means of Master Ju on this day are really terrible. The patriarchs of the 4 major sects had the strength of 9 stars and a half emperors 500 years ago. Now 100 years have passed, and their cultivation is certainly even better than that in those years. Now it seems that their cultivation level has reached the real realm of fighting emperors. As soon as he read this, Xiao Yang couldn't help but worry. The enemy he had established in the invisible was so strong that if he wasn't careful, he might really be in danger of life. On the other hand, Xiao Yang was also shocked by the strength of Qinjue. The strong fighting emperor can be regarded as a real strong person in the whole continent. But such a powerful existence is still difficult to shake before his millennium ancient tomb. It has to be said that the strong in Huiyuan environment is really so strong. I don't know what the news Brother Luo Jin is about to say. Is there anything else in the Ju ancient tomb that needs Qinjue step to open? Luo Jin nodded and smiled when he heard the speech. He didn't have Xiao Yang's appetite and said directly, "After the joint exploration of the 4 sect leaders, there are 3 tombs sealed by the array in the Qinjue ancient tomb. After their special exploration, it is concluded that these 3 tombs are likely to be the inheritance left by the Qinjue master before he died." Bang! With a bang, the wine cup in Xiao Yang's hand instantly turned into a handful of powder. The wine in it was evaporated by Xiao Yang's powerful smell of fire because of the riots in Xiao Yang's heart. Inheritance is just these 2 words. Many people on the mainland will be very excited about it, and the most important thing is that the person who left this inheritance is actually a strong person who has reached the source environment. Even 1/3 of the strength of the source environment is still enough to make Xiao Yang break through from the 3-star semi-emperor to the real fighting emperor. It can be imagined that the energy contained in this cannot make Xiao Yang excited. Luo Jin looked at Xiao Yang's excited face and smiled. His palm spread out in the void. Then a burst of suction spread out from Luo Jin's palm. For a while, the energy of heaven and earth seemed to be guided by something and gathered towards Luo Jin's palm. As soon as the palm of his hand rotates in the air, a clear wine cup reappears. Fill the wine and hand it to Xiao Yang. Luo Jin continues. The seals contained in these 3 tombs are too strong. Even they have no possibility of breaking them forcibly, and they are also afraid of damaging their inheritance. Therefore, these 3 tombs can only be opened by Qinjue 3 skills. Qinjue 3 skills occupy 1 tomb respectively, and you also have the opportunity to get one of them. Hearing this, Xiao Yang also basically understood that Luo Jin called him today. I'm afraid he didn't just want to tell himself about the Ju ancient tomb this day. In this, there should be something he wanted. Brother Luo Jin said so much to me, I'm afraid he didn't just want to tell me the secret of this day. Xiao Yang smiled. A flash of light flashed in his eyes. His eyes narrowed slightly. He looked at Luo Jin with a smile and said softly, I still have a tacit understanding with Brother Yang Xiao. The 4 main doors in the 3 tombs of Ju ancient tomb will not be let go easily. I'm afraid you will be suppressed by their 4 sects at that time. The inheritance may not belong to you. At this point, Xiao Yang could not help frowning. If the people of the 4 major sects joined hands to deal with him at that time, he would have fallen back into the disadvantage, let alone inheritance. But then Xiao Yang smiled again and smiled at Luo Jin again. If that's the case, it's a big deal. I can quit first after I open the tomb. Let the 4 forces fight each other first, and I'll finally reap the benefits. If I can't fight, I can't run. Luo Jin seemed to have expected Xiao Yang's words, smiled and spoke again. Brother Yang Xiao, do you really think they are stupid? Since they dare to rob together, they will naturally shield all sudden accidents. What do you think is your chance to win that inheritance from the hands of the 4 strong fighting emperors? As soon as Luo Jin said this, Xiao Yang could not help frowning. The strong man fighting the emperor must be a barrier before he really grew up. Slowly shook his head, Xiao Yang sighed helplessly. Luo Jin smiled and said, Therefore, I want to cooperate with Brother Yang Xiao again. Frowning slightly, Xiao Yang glanced at Luo Jin. Now the only thing he can tell is that Luo Jin is in front of him. Behind him, there is definitely the support of the strong fighting emperor. You do it, fisherman, I'll clean it up. You do it, fisherman, I'll clean it up. As soon as Luo Jin said this, Xiao Yang's eyebrows jumped, and his heart was shocked by Luo Jin's words. The strong fighting the emperor has already stepped into the ranks of the real peak strong in the mainland. No one dares to underestimate the strong at this level. But at the moment, the guy in front of Xiao Yang said such words so calmly, which really amazed Xiao Yang. It's good to have a background. The strong fighting emperor can turn a blind eye. It can't be said that they can't be behind Luo Jin. Even the strong fighting emperor in the source territory is not without it. Otherwise, how dare they easily underestimate the strong fighting emperor? With a sigh in his heart, Xiao Yang raised his eyes to Luo Jin again and said with a smile, Brother Luo Jin, since you are not afraid of the 4, why do you need to find me again? Just do it yourself. It's unnecessary to find me. Xiao Yang's voice fell. Luo Jin obviously guessed that Xiao Yang would ask, smiled and said with a smile, It's not my younger brother's desire to attract Brother Yang Xiao. It's just that if my younger brother makes an early move, I'm afraid even I can't get it. You know, the mantis catches the cicada and the yellow finches are behind. At the end of the voice, there was a sharp light in Luo Jin's eyes, which made Xiao Yang's face look a little frozen. The yellow finch is behind. It seems that the Ju ancient tomb on this day is not only participated by the 4 major gates. Since Brother Luo Jin plans to join hands with me, I don't know. What do you want this time? Luo Jin smiled when he heard the speech. He knew what Xiao Yang meant, but he was afraid that he would swallow all the inheritance. Even with a smile, he replied, Brother Yang Xiao can rest assured that no matter what the result is, there will be 1 inheritance for you, but if you can get 3 inheritance, I hope Brother Yang Xiao can cede 2 to me. Because of my special skill, I have a great interest in cultivation resources. Otherwise, I won't take such a big risk to find Qiu Yujing that day. Hearing this, Xiao Yang also basically knew Luo Jin's ultimate goal. He just wanted to get 2 inheritance. Although he was reluctant to give up, Xiao Yang also knew that if he didn't agree, it would be an inheritance, which was difficult to get. Therefore, he nodded silently and responded, The inheritance in the Jew ancient tomb on this day is, after all, a matter of the future. Who knows what will happen later? Since the current matter is solved, the two have completely let go of their temper, and the time of the day will pass like this. There is no time for cultivation. Time flies. There are only 5 days left before the opening ceremony of the herbalist assembly. Since Xiao Yan left the Union Pavilion and returned to the inn, he has never gone out again and spent all day in the room refining his incarnation. After half a month of refining, these two incarnations are much better than when they just condensed successfully half a month ago. The noumenon strength of the two incarnations has been completely consolidated in the 6-star Dual Saint and the 7-star Dual Saint. With the foundation of the first time, the strength of the second incarnation is obviously much stronger than that of the first, which is also a good thing for Xiao Yan. After all, it's impossible to say that when his strength advances to the fighting emperor in the future, the condensed incarnation will also reach the terrible half-emperor state. If so, combined with several incarnations, wouldn't it be possible to create a strong fighter against the emperor? If so, it would also be able to double Xiao Yang's combat power out of thin air. In the room, Xiao Yang sat cross-legged on the bed, his eyes were shining, and the corners of his mouth were slightly curved. Looking at the two almost substantive avatars in front of him, Xiao Yang was also quite satisfied with this. The success of the two avatars is that they have such terrible strength. If we wait for the 3 incarnations to be condensed successfully, and then integrate and condense them, wouldn't their power be comparable to that of the semi-emperor strong? At that time, the people who face the ghost break door will have a bottom in their hearts. A thought flashed in his heart. The 2 incarnations in front of Xiao Yang also instantly turned into 2 majestic soul forces and merged into Xiao Yang's mind. The process of condensing 2 incarnations naturally takes a lot of soul power, but fortunately, under the support of Xiao Yang's terrible soul power, Xiao Yang is not weak to any extent. As long as he has a rest for 2 days, he will be fine. Moreover, after such a huge use of soul power, Xiao Yang can actually feel that his soul power is gradually becoming stronger with the growth of the avatar. Although the growth is almost subtle to be negligible, it can be regarded as an unexpected joy for Xiao Yang. Just as Xiao Yang dispersed the 2 incarnations, there was also a man walking quickly outside the wooden door of the guest room. When he came to the door, the man wanted to raise his hand and knock on the door. Inside the room, Xiao Yang's voice came out slowly. "Come in. Don't knock." Xiao Yang's words suddenly came out, which also surprised the man standing outside the door. Then he heard the voice from the house. Then he relaxed and slowly pushed the door open. "I've seen the elder rock owl." As soon as I came in, before I could see Xiao Yang's appearance on the bed, the man bowed his hands to Xiao Yang, saluting him with respect. Xiao Yang casually glanced at the figure in black robe in front of the door, raised his eyebrows and asked, "From the Herbalist Guild?" Hearing Xiao Yang's question, the man dared not neglect and quickly opened his mouth and said, "Back to the elder, the younger generation is the person of the Medicine Refining Association. What can I do for you?" Hearing the black-robed man's answer, Xiao Yang was not surprised. That day Ji Li gave him the jade card. Xiao Yang had a hunch that Ji Li would find him again sooner or later. He just didn't expect that it would be such a time approaching the opening ceremony of the Medicine Refining Masters Congress. Hearing Xiao Yang's question again, I felt the dull meaning in Xiao Yang's words. The man in black also frowned slightly, but he replied honestly. "Go back to the elder, our president. I want to invite the elder to meet the Medicine Refining Association." "Oh? Is this an invitation? Then why doesn't he come by himself?" Xiao Yang's words came out, and the man was also stunned. Then he looked helpless. Ji Li didn't come. He didn't know that he was only a messenger. He was the president of the Great Medicine Refining Association. Where could he ask others? Seeing that the black-robed man had no words to deal with, Xiao Yang smiled. Naturally, he guessed that there must be something for fear of being heard by Wei Yi, otherwise he wouldn't send Dozuan to invite someone. Standing up, Xiao Yang smiled and said, "Okay, I see. Go back first and I'll be there later." In a slightly dark room, Three figures sat at the table, and the atmosphere was a little dull, which made Gu Li and Red Phosphorus, as the host, embarrassed. Seeing this, Xiao Yang also smiled. The light in his eyes flashed and disappeared. He slowly put down the teacup in his hand, squinted at Gu Li and said with a smile. President Gu Li called down. I don't know what to say. Feeling the strange tone in Xiao Yang's voice, Gu Li also looked at Red Phosphorus, but they all frowned. Naturally, they could hear the trace of dissatisfaction in Xiao Yang's words. As a powerful semi-emperor and a second-class herbalist, even if they see such an identity, they don't dare to underestimate it. But at the moment, the people sent by them to invite Xiao Yang have only the rank of fighting when exporting, as if it was in anyone's opinion. This is an intentional in this way, BT behavior, and the dissatisfaction in their hearts is self-evident. After a long time, the Red Phosphorus on one side just made a ha-ha, squeezed out an embarrassing smile on his face, smiled at Xiao Yang and said, Brother Yang Xiao, you're welcome. In your capacity, we have no right to call you around. But there are a lot of things in the guild. The president and I are entangled in trivial things and can't invite you in person. Therefore, we will send someone to go. If there is anything wrong, I hope Brother Yang Xiao can be more considerate. As soon as Kai Phosphorus said this, Gu Li, who sat next to him, smiled and nodded to Xiao Yang with an embarrassed smile. However, Xiao Yang sneered and said, Since you two are inseparable from something, it's difficult. In such a large herbalist guild, you can't find a dosho. Since you invite people, you're so small. You only use dozuan. I'm also a semi-emperor at least. Can you look down on me like this? If so, I'll leave now. Before the words fell, Xiao Yang stood up and walked towards the door with a cold face. Gu Li and Red Phosphorus saw this scene, and their faces were shocked. With a flash of their body, they already appeared in front of Xiao Yang with a smile. Just about to speak, Xiao Yang said again in an indifferent tone. Why, do you want to keep me by force with your strength? As soon as Xiao Yang said this, Gu Li was surprised again. Gu Li couldn't care so much anymore. He quickly said, Brother Yang Xiao misunderstood. Brother Yang Xiao misunderstood. Man, I have no choice here. If Brother Yang Xiao doesn't dislike it, can you sit down and listen to me? As soon as Gu Li said this, Xiao Yang flashed in his eyes and smiled in his heart. He still pretended to be cold on his face and turned to sit at the table. When Gu Li and Kai Phosphorus saw Xiao Yang sitting back, they also felt a sigh of relief. They returned to their original position and looked at Xiao Yang together, as if they were afraid that Xiao Yang would run away again. They stared at Xiao Yang tightly and refused to move a penny. Cough. Xiao Yang was also so much looked at by their two men, who was afraid of being seen by what these two old guys saw. He quickly coughed twice, and this awakened the two men who were once again silent. After returning to his mind, Gu Li and Red Phosphorus looked at each other again, and the corners of his mouth turned slightly. Then Gu Li sighed again and slowly said, Brother Yang Xiao, it's not that Gu Li despises you. With your ability, whether it's strength or medicine refining, no one will dare to underestimate you in the southwest border, but... At this point, Gu Li gave a slight meal, looked at the Red Phosphorus and scanned around with his eyes, as if he was afraid of something eavesdropping. After a long time, after confirming that there was no one, he continued to say, However, Wei Yi may be quite dissatisfied with what I want to say, but after all, he is the chief herbalist of our herbalist guild. He usually has a lot of jurisdiction over the affairs of the guild. I'm afraid he will inevitably be hit by him if I invite Brother Yang Xiao to come here openly, so he has no choice but to choose this behavior. Gu Li's words came to this point. Xiao Yang could not help but frown, which would make Wei Yi dissatisfied. Could it be that the two old guys really wanted to forcibly vacate the position of chief pharmacist to tie themselves? With this in mind, Xiao Yan is also a little reluctant. He is loose and used to wandering around. If these two old guys really want to force him to stay here, I'm afraid they will do their best. Xiao Yang won't stay either. But even if he thought so, before he knew the answer, Xiao Yang really didn't think the two kind old men in front of him would be so pedantic. Brother Yang Xiao also knows that the medicine refining master's meeting is imminent. Not a few people have come to the medicine refining master's meeting this time. Even some famous children of great forces have attracted many people to come. Therefore, the gold content of the medicine refining master's meeting this time can be said to be the heaviest in so many years. Of course, many of them came to the champion of the herbalist conference, but everyone knows that it's hard to win the champion. Xiao Yan raised his eyebrows. What Jiyu Li wanted to tell himself had something to do with the herbalist meeting. At the thought of the medicine refiners meeting, coupled with Jiyu Li's mention of Wei Yi and Mo Shai, the second-order medicine refiner near the city in the south who had met in Union Pavilion before, Xiao Yang also had an eyebrow in his heart for the purpose of Jiyu Li secretly inviting Xiao Yang to come this time. If it's right, Jiyu Li's move should be to let Xiao Yang also participate in the medicine refining masters meeting, and let Xiao Yang try his best to win the championship at the meeting. With this in mind, Xiao Yang's eyes narrowed slowly, and a flame light flashed from the bottom of Xiao Yang's eyes, so that the space in front of Xiao Yang was suddenly broken in the eyes of Jiyu Li and red phosphorus after a burst of distortion and deformation. This? The two looked at each other, and they were all shocked in their hearts. It was not easy for Xiao Yang to sit down again. At the moment, why did they start a fire for no reason? As soon as he wanted to speak, Xiao Yang was shocked back by the roar. Then he looked at Jiyu Li with a smile and said with a smile, "If my guess is good, President Jiyu Li invited me today to help you win the championship of the Herbalist Association at this Herbalist University meeting." Although this sentence sounds like asking Jiyu Li, it is a positive meaning in Xiao Yang's words that anyone can hear. After hearing Xiao Yang's sudden words, Jiyu Li also raised their eyebrows. They were very surprised at Xiao Yang's words. Unexpectedly, Xiao Yang had guessed what he thought in his heart. But after all, this is the fact in his heart. Therefore, although Jiyu Li was very surprised, he nodded heavily. Seeing this, Xiao Yang smiled again and said, "If President Jiyu Li's wish today is just like this, I won't stay long. I've just stepped into the second-class herbalist. I feel very hot about this herbalist meeting. If I have that ability, I won't let go." When the voice fell, Xiao Yang also stood up and walked towards the door. Jiyu Li and his companions behind him also stood up slowly. This time, they didn't stop Xiao Yang's way again. Since others explained what they said first, they naturally didn't have to say anything more. Just when Xiao Yanglin stepped out of the door, Jiyu Li seemed to think of something and shouted to Xiao Yang, "Brother Yang Xiao, don't tell Wei Yi about today's affairs. That guy is suspicious by nature and is bound to do something special. At that time, he won't cause another war." Xiao Yang smiled when he heard the speech, and his figure paused slightly. He said with a smile, "Don't worry, I won't say. If it's good, Wei Yi at the moment should have thought more in his heart." The voice fell, and Xiao Yang's figure also disappeared in Jiyu Li's sight. When Jiyu Li heard Xiao Yang's words, their faces were frozen for a moment. They stood in place for a long time and never recovered. This video will end here.